Tonight in 7 News, football fever hits Queensland. 3 codes, 1 state. The excitement of finals is here. Survival funds for tourism operators, a cash splash to save businesses with the biggest losses. And firing up the River City, the spectacular show is about to start. Fireworks, flyovers and freedom for river fire.
Live from Brisbane, 7 News with Katrina Blowers.
Good evening and welcome to this special grand final edition of 7 News. Let's check the day's top stories. Large crowds were out early filling walk-in vaccination hubs, but there's more confusion over when our border will reopen. Protesters have rallied on the Gold Coast as part of national freedom marches with a heavy police presence in Melbourne. The new Quad Alliance has backed Scott Morrison against China at their first in-person meeting, and an explosion of colour is about to light up the city. We are live for River Fire. But somehow, in the throes of COVID, sport flourishes. International rugby and cricket in North Queensland, NRL in Brisbane, and the AFL crowns its new champion tonight. Pat Welsh is here, and Pat, what a remarkable exercise.
Oh, it's been a nightmare sometimes, Katrina. Hello, everyone. The AFL Grand Final with 2 Melbourne sides playing in WA. NRL prelim finals in Brisbane with not a Queensland team in sight. It's sport as we now know it in the pandemic. The spotlight is about to flood onto Optus Stadium in Perth, and 7's Ryan Daniels is there.
Paddy, it's an event we never thought we'd see here in WA, the AFL Grand Final. You guys in Brisbane know exactly what it's like to host one. We just can't believe we get to host it. Back to you, mate.
Thanks, Ryan. Let's now go live to Georgia Terry at Suncorp. Georgia, it's been a frenetic 24 hours on Caxton Street.
Yes, Pat. Crowds spending big money and witnessing history. Both preliminary finals played here in Brisbane. Now, the NRL owes us a debt for saving this season, and next weekend's decider does have a Queensland feel. The super coach Wayne Bennett again in a grand final, his first at home.
His players love him, and at 71 years young, Bennett's now qualified for his 10th grand final. Chris Garrick, 7 News.
We'll have that result shortly. Australia's women's cricketers have kept that remarkable record 26-game winning run going, but not without controversy. And don't forget, straight after the news, the AFL Grand Final.
How could I forget? The pies are already warming up. Thank you. Well, Queensland's new COVID case is caught just in time. That is coming up, plus huge crowds at walk-in vaccination hubs across the southeast. Eyes to the sky, River Fire begins soon with thousands ready and waiting to see the city explode with colour. And later on in the bulletin, a rescue package to bail out tourism businesses on the brink. Queensland has recorded 1 new COVID case caught just in time. A child from the Sunnybank cluster testing positive on day 14 of quarantine. Huge crowds queued early at walk-in clinics, boosting Queensland's vaccination rates. But the Health Minister couldn't clear up confusion over targets for when our border will reopen. More details to come later in the bulletin. Celebrations are underway across Brisbane for River Fire. Anna McGraw is at the W Hotel, and Anna, you've got one of the best views on offer.
Yes, Katrina, well, we're certainly in for a spectacular show here this evening. Now, in a matter of minutes, hundreds of guests will arrive here at the wet deck at the W Hotel in Brisbane to catch the display. Now, for thousands of other people here in Brisbane today, they lined up early to catch the best vantage points in town to catch the fireworks spectacular.
Pulling up a chair and settling in to secure a picture-perfect view.
Probably about an hour ago, so sort of 11:30ish.
Anna McGraw, 7 News.
Let's go to Paul Burt now. And Bertie, everyone wants to know, is the sky going to stay clear for River Fire tonight?
The answer in short, yes, it is. However, there is going to be a really strong southerly change pushing through after the fireworks. About midnight tonight, it'll blow up. We'll see some showers tomorrow. So tonight, looking 10 out of 10 for River Fire. Let's take a look at today's temperatures. It climbed up to 33 Ipswich, a little cooler on the coast. In fact, it's going to be cooler tomorrow. All those details a little later, guys. Back to you, Katrina.
Thanks, Bertie. Well, there's more confusion over when Queensland will open its borders. Pressure mounting on the state government as huge crowds turn out to walk-in vaccination clinics. The Quad Alliance backs Scott Morrison against China in their first face-to-face meeting. And we go live by the river at one of the city's best vantage points for tonight's fireworks spectacular. Full coverage of all the day's news is next. Welcome back. Tonight, confusion reigns over when our border will reopen as the state records one new case caught just in time. Queenslanders join national freedom marches with police outnumbering protesters interstate. Saving tourism jobs, the rescue package with millions of dollars for businesses on the brink. Vantage points packed out, families settle in with city lights about to fade behind Riverfire's spectacular show. And footy finals fever, the AFL to crown its new champion, and Suncorp hosts NRL heavyweights. And in breaking news, the preliminary final at Suncorp has just wrapped up. The Panthers beating the Storm 10-6. They'll now take on the Rabbitohs at Suncorp next Sunday in the Grand Final. The Health Minister has created more confusion over when the Queensland border could reopen. For one local family, their lockdown is extending after a child in home quarantine tested positive on day 14.
Resetting the quarantine clock on day 14, a child from St Thomas More College, the latest local case.
Hundreds of people have protested against mandatory vaccinations and mask wearing at a rally on the Gold Coast. Let's bring in Jordan Bissell. And Jordan, was that crowd well behaved?
Yes, Katrina, there was a noticeable police presence at Broadbeach's Currawa Park, but it was a peaceful protest with around 500 people in attendance. Organisers are insisting there will be more protests across the country in the coming days, Katrina.
All right, thank you, Jordan Bissell there. Queensland's tourism industry has been given a $70 million lifeline as businesses continue to suffer from prolonged border closures. One theme park is considering vaccine hubs at its gates to quicken the state's reopening.
It's been a roller coaster for tourism, and for a ride at Dreamworld today, there was hardly any wait.
In less than half an hour, the Riverfire Spectacular will light up the Brisbane sky. Anna McGraw is at the W Hotel, and Anna, that party is underway.
It certainly is, Katrina. Now, we do have one of the best spots in the city tonight to watch the display. This evening, more than 200 tonnes of fireworks will be launched from 5 barges on the Brisbane River, 3 bridges and 8 rooftops. Fireworks, though, they kick off with a bang at 6:45. I'm off to get my spot.
You enjoy yourself. Thank you, Anna. Forensic police are investigating an early morning crash on the Pacific motorway that's claimed the life of a teenager. The motorcyclist crashed into a ute which was towing a boat on the southbound lanes at Mount Gravatt around 4:30. The 19-year-old died at the scene, and police are appealing for witnesses. A boat has burst into flames on the Gold Coast. It happened at Bigara Waters just before 7 o'clock last night. No one was on board and the fire was put out within half an hour. That boat was destroyed and it's not yet known what caused the blaze. Scott Morrison has secured the support of world leaders to counter China's rise in the Indo-Pacific. The Prime Minister sat down with members of the Quad Alliance, wrapping up a week of crucial meetings in the United States.
4 leaders of 4 very different countries, but on the challenge of China, they're 4 of a kind.
At the White House, Mark Riley, 7 News.
That's the nature.
And Seven's political editor Mark Riley will ask the tough questions in an exclusive one-on-one with Prime Minister Scott Morrison in Washington, and that is on Weekend Sunrise tomorrow. Thousands of football fans have packed Suncorp Stadium to witness the Panthers defeat the Storm for a spot in the NRL Grand Final. Georgia Terry is there, and Georgia, the party is just getting started.
Katrina, the mood of the crowd is electric down here, and this is just a taste of what's to come next Sunday when Brisbane hosts the Grand Final for the first time.
They arrived early, coming from the north.
Let's get the latest on the weather now. Here's Burt.
Thanks for that, Katrina, and hello everybody. Certainly was a glorious Saturday today. River fire tonight, 15 minutes is going to be going off. Clear skies. Fireworks will be seen and heard for a long distance. So let's take a look at today's temperatures, where it climbed to around 28 to 29 Sunshine Coast and in the city, 30 on the Gold Coast, 31 for Logan, 33 in the west for Ipswich. To the charts now, you can see that trough pushing off our coast. That's going to bring up that southerly change tonight. It'll be about midnight. That high further into the Tasman's going to direct a stiff southeasterly breeze straight up our coastline and bringing a few showers with it as well. So tomorrow in the tropics, mostly sunny around Cairns, 31 degrees, 27 for Mackay. Further south, clear skies for Rockhampton. A couple of showers grazing the coast around Harvey Bay through to Gympie, remaining fairly clear up on Toowoomba at 22. Back home now, stiff southeasterlies when you wake up. A couple of showers up to 4 millimetres forecast on the coastal regions. 23 from the Gold to the Sunshine Coasts, 26 degrees at Ipswich, down to 11 degrees overnight. On the water, west southerly winds turning southeast at around 30 knots. Obviously a strong wind warning has already been issued for coastal waters. In the city, 15 degrees tonight, tops at 24, so looking pretty good out there. And ahead now, we're going to see clearing up on Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday. Couple of showers moving in on Thursday, just in time. Ipswich similar, up to 23 degrees on Monday, 25 Wednesday. Similar for the Gold Coast, 21 on Monday, down to 14 overnight. We can expect showers on Thursday, also for the Sunshine Coast. Clearing up Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, showers and 24 on Thursday. Now, if you're going for a beach, it's to the beach, it's looking okay. Southerly winds tomorrow basically means the southern points. That'll be the go. The northern pockets will be too exposed. Today was very bumpy and lumpy due to that northerly. However, the water temp's 21 degrees, so if you are going out there, look, just not the best for catching the rays there, Katrina, but one thing is for certain, you can go and dip the toes, just stay between the flags. But it's all about the AFL tonight, River Fire. Go the D's.
Nice one, Bertie. Thank you. And that is all from us this Saturday. Thanks so much for your company. Stay with us. Special coverage of the AFL Grand Final starts now. And for all your news 24/7, be sure to connect direct to 7news.com.au. Have a fantastic night.